Marge is going to have a new venture that begins as a total failure, but after receiving a makeover with the help of a nightclub, her sales skyrocket so much that she even begins to support Homer, while Lisa will have her own adventure with the rejection of the others. This and more in the episode Working Mum. The story begins with Lisa, very tired in the cafeteria, because she stayed up late watching a French movie. That's what she told the cafeteria lady, but literally no one asked her.
My dreams were in French.
My dream is you keep moving.
We see the world, as Lisa sees it, in a strange colour, and she tells us that what she loves most is the sound of the pen giving her a good grade.
She likes the sound a Sharpie makes when she does well on a test.
What she dislikes most is having to find a place to eat because everyone looks at her badly, can't blame them, and no one wants to eat with her. She reads a piece of food when she picks it up and finds an old box with a photograph and what appears to be a lock of hair, among other things.
Jasper.
Suddenly, in the middle of this corrupt school, a mystery.
Meanwhile, at home, Homer enters the kitchen and sees a bunch of plastic containers, disappointed because there were no leftovers and only broccoli.
The devil's trees. No!
Truly a tragic moment. Marge appears and tells him she wants to work. Homer doesn't refuse, and Marge starts selling plastic containers called Tupperware.
No wife of mine will ever have to work. You have my blessing.
On the other hand, the grandparents are waiting for Jasper. Lisa secretly goes to see him, leaves him her box where he can see it, and he gets very happy. He takes it to his friends and tells them that when he was 6 years old, he took his treasure box to school. Another kid stole it, and he never got it back. After many years, it's back in his hands, and he finally feels good. Lisa comments that she feels magnificent, and the day is better thanks to her.
But the sun is shining a little bit brighter because of me!
Marge starts her sales by visiting all her Springfield neighbours' houses, but since she had to organise a party or gathering to sell her products, everyone refuses and slams the door in her face.
Juice in plastic? He wouldn't have made a possum's bladder watertight.
Marge, disappointed for not selling anything, talks about her problem to Julio, her stylist. Feeling a bit sorry for how sad she was, Julio offers his help to organise a Tupperware party.
Tupperware party for you, but it's gonna take me a while to plan. How about tonight?
At Julio's house, Marge, nervous, starts arguing with Homer since he is not very useful in this situation. Or in any, really. So she sends to Moe's.
Fine, but I'm not gonna get drunk. Oh, okay. I'll get drunk.
Marge feels down and even more insecure, but Julio cheers her up by giving her a radical makeover.
What is going on back there?
Behold!
The party begins, but Julio's friends aren't interested and Marge presents herself a bit tipsy but very confident, praising all the guests, though they had a different impression of her, thinking she is a man dressed as a woman.
This was a drag Tupperware party. He's the most convincing woman I've ever seen.
She ends up with many orders and advance payments. Marge, very excited, feels like a winner, but Julio, in a serious tone, tells her the truth.
I'm gonna drop the accent. Everyone thought you were a drag queen.
Marge gets disappointed again, saying that next time she would be herself, but Julio encourages her by saying she was always herself, but with confidence. Adding that most Tupperware sellers are like that, he shows her a photo of what he looks like, even dating Mr. Burns.
I call myself Penelope Cruising. I was Mr. Burns' date.
Marge decides to celebrate by taking Homer to an Italian restaurant.
2 menus and 4 tables.
Help! Someone get Mama back from a bingo!
But seeing he couldn't handle Homer's belly, the chef asks help for his mum, and they have to give 4 tables to eat everything. On the other hand, Lisa's excitement had passed, and now she had to find a new good deed. She goes to Milhouse's parents, making them believe she likes Kit, so she starts to appreciate him. Then she helped Gil, Springfield's loser, or Springfield's Pepe Le Pew as the French narrator called him, taking a bunch of his flyers with Bart's help.
Oh my God, people are taking them!
The next day, she woke up Bart very early as she had to take a fake diary of Principal Skinner, so he would reconcile with his mother.
Here's a key. Here's a floor plan of the house. Oh, here's some tuna. I'm making this cat really fat.
She gave the keys and house plans, so it was hidden among the clothes. The lady finds it and reads that Skinner says he loves his mother, which makes her very happy. To continue promoting products, Julio takes her to the most well-known club by him, obviously where she could get many clients, promoting her with the help of the tallest drag queen woman, giving her a special exclusive fashion show.
You got this, Marge.
The next day, while shopping, Helen Lovejoy makes a hurtful comment to Marge.
Money troubles at home?
But as she now had confidence and being an empowered woman, Marge defends herself.
Husband would rather play with his toy train than with you.
Lisa sees how Principal Skinner and his mother are now getting along, but it didn't last long, as the next day, the lady realizes the diary is fake because Skinner doesn't use semicolons. Lisa confesses she planted the diary to make her be nice to her son, and leaves crying. Homer at Moe's bar starts celebrating as Marge now supports him. Carl and Lenny mock Homer but don't tell him anything, only giving him the address of Marge's new event.
That's the address of this bar.
That's right. Get really drunk, then go to this address.
Homer arrives at the Tupperware party, where they tell him Marge is the best drag seller of all time. Homer gets furious and ruins Marge's gathering, saying she was nothing of what they said, realizing little by little he was wrong. Marge gets mad at Homer not only for losing her business, but for taking away the confidence she felt being that type of seller, and she leaves.
I had a moment of confidence, and now it's destroyed.
Marge leaves the house very angry, but still doesn't want to forgive Homer for what he did. She hears Lisa crying because her attempt to help Skinner failed. The next day at school, everyone stares at her. The cook asks her to go up to the roof,
Read the top.
Go to the roof?
Next!
where all the people she helped are there, telling her she is the only one who thought of someone else, and not just herself, as everyone else in Springfield does.
To bring some magic into your life.
She finally found people to eat with. Homer takes refuge at Moe's bar, where he comes up with a great idea.
Why do people always stride out without paying their tab?
Later, we see Marge at Julio's club, asking everyone for forgiveness for making them believe something she wasn't. But in reality, everyone already knew the truth.
I'm not a drag queen.
Girl, you didn't deceive nobody. We all knew.
Venting that she doesn't know if this time she will forgive Homer, who appears dressed as a woman.
Oh, well then I went through a lot of work for nothing.
Oh, me.
Understanding how Marge felt. Everything ends with Marge dancing with Homer dressed as an empowered woman.
And so all was well. Au revoir, jusqu'à la prochaine fois.
Then we see how all his friends in the tavern try to drop some game on him, but Barney, disappointed, says that all the good ones are either married or Homer.
Oh, all the good ones are either married or Homer.
And remembering happy affairs, Lisa will realize the origins of Milhouse's family, which will lead her to fall in love with him. Oh, how beautiful. But Marge will become a thief, and they plan a hit on Mr. Burns. If you want to see what happens in this episode, click on the video below. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe.